There were a lot of elements that had to come together.
Well, we did something that's never been done in the history of cinema.
When people watch the movie, they're going to have no idea that we did what we did. We're about to go behind the effects of Red Notice.
The whole idea of Red Notice is that it's a throwback to big, fun, swashbuckling movie star movies.
Of the greatest art thieves in the world.
The opening shot of the movie is perhaps the most complicated and difficult.
We paired a race drone operated by this incredible race drone operator named Johnny FPV with brand new technology from Red, which is a 6K Komodo camera. And it was just small enough to fit on the race drone, and the race drone could still fly.
And the operator has VR glasses on. So he's operating or flying this thing by seeing the image through the camera in his goggles. We segue from that shot to a Steadicam shot in Atlanta with a reproduction of the face of San Angelo. Now, the whole surroundings of the set in Atlanta is a parking lot. All of that had to be replaced with plates in front of the San Angelo in Rome, which we did toward the end of the shoot, with extras and cars and the scooter driving down over the bridge, etc. And all of that is stitched together. Pretty incredible shot, though. Now, the bridge explosion, of course, is one of the most spectacular shots in the movie. The silhouette of the bridge and Dwayne Johnson's character flying through the air is pretty epic.
The director had created and designed a shot where, if I wanted to, or it was going to be up to my stunt double, we were going to run across the bridge, and there was probably a 20-foot leap to the bottom of the helicopter.
And we did set off a very large explosion in the middle of the bridge, but of course it didn't blow it apart. It just fell apart. It was rigged to fall apart.
In the 11th hour, I said, listen, no stunt double, no wire. I'll do it. I'll run, and I'll jump 20 feet, and I'll grab onto that helicopter.
The helicopter was on a crane and lifted up. Ryan Reynolds or his double was in it at all times.
The director had said, are you sure? Because the helicopter is suspended 100 feet. So if I miss the bottom of the helicopter, I fall down 100 feet. I run across the bridge and I jump 20 feet. The helicopter is suspended in air about 100 feet, 150. When this airs, make sure it's 150. And I jump and I grab the bottom of the helicopter, pull myself up, because that's what I do.
It was only 6 feet off the ground.
It's incredible. It really is. It's incredible, the amount of bullshit.
It just fell a little bit, of course. Dwayne Johnson's double was rigged to fly in the air, and that was shot separately. And all that stitched together with the Dolomite background plates and the set extension and so forth.
You know, originally this film was intended to have, I think, 400 or 500 visual effect shots. And then after the pandemic, that amount tripled. Most
of the film was shot in Atlanta, but was based on St. Angelo's in Rome, a museum in Rome, the Dolomites in Italy. We were intending to go to all those places.
Shooting a globe-trotting action adventure in Atlanta was not easy and not the plan, but we managed to pull it off.
Everything you see in the movie is a set in some way. My approach to the film was to be as reality-based as possible, photographic-based. Everything was sets or locations, and CG or the actual computer work was mostly augmentation or enhancement of the photography that we made. The prison was based on helicopter plates in the Italian Dolomites.
Is that your plan, Agent Hartley? Or perhaps you just didn't think this all the way through.
We had so many meetings about that sequence.
Yeah.
We're making a giant action movie, but yet all of our meetings are about the dance ballroom scene.
Yeah.
We had to shoot it in such a way where Gal and Dwayne were in that ballroom by themselves.
The principal actors were filmed with the Steadicam by themselves, just the way we had done the first half of the movie. And then I followed them with a second unit crew.
And then we brought in all of the background and we shot it again.
And then we had a tape trail on the floor, which looked like a snake. And in order for the camera operator to remember where he needed to be, we put little 4-inch numbers under each one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, so on. So we wouldn't get lost, because some of these takes were going this way, and then back around and around.
It took weeks and weeks and weeks of shooting just extras and trying to replicate every single thing. And you watch that scene, and it is just elegant and beautiful and fun.
In the final film, it's invisible, and you would never know. Seeing audiences' response to this film so far, where they feel like they've been taken on a journey, they feel like they've gone around the world with us, when in fact we never left Atlanta.
Check out Red Notice, now on Netflix.